What's up, family? This is your man, not your boy. Go Black to Africa. Peace and blessings to each and every one of you all. I am back. Please go visit my channel, The Grandfather of Wisdom. That is The Grandfather of Wisdom. Yes, I come out of YouTube prison and I am back on the scene again. What's been happening here last week? I want to share a video of Kamala Harris coming from damn Erica. That's right. Put the D in front of America, capitalize the E, damn Erica. Coming to Ghana, going to visit Tanzania, going to visit Zambia, all for the sake of what? What? Watch this video and I'll be back.
Thank you both for taking the time. Zolan Kano-Youngs from the New York Times. Madam Vice President, you have made clear that the message of this trip is centered on a collaborative future. At the same time, the Biden administration committed to calling out any foreign government that advanced anti-gay legislation or violates human rights. All three of the countries that you are visiting on this trip have advanced or proposed anti-gay legislation. Has proposed a bill that would imprison those that engage in same-sex intercourse. Gay sex remains a crime in Tanzania, and same-sex relationships are outlawed in Zambia. What have you said to the president and plan to say to other leaders on this trip about the crackdown on human rights? And for the president as well, you've talked about the proliferation of terrorist groups across the region, as well as pirate activities along the Western African coast. What does the presence of the Wagner Group say about past U.S. support when it comes to security? What more do you need from the United States to combat this threat? And also, can you confirm that Al-Qaeda has a presence currently in Ghana? Thank you.
I'll start. I have raised this issue, and let me be clear about where we stand. First of all, for the American press who are here, you know that a great deal of work in my career has been to address human rights issues, equality issues across the board, including as it relates to the LGBT community. And I feel very strongly about the importance of supporting the freedom and supporting and fighting for equality among all people, and that all people be treated equally. I will also say that this is an issue that we consider, and I consider, to be a human rights issue, and that will not change.
Yes. What's the name?
Sorry, Zolan Kano-Youngs of the New York Times.
Zolan Kano-Youngs. Ms. Young, so thank you for the question. First of all, we don't have any such legislation here in Ghana. A bill has been proposed to the Parliament of Ghana, which has all kinds of ramifications, which is now being considered by the Parliament. It hasn't been passed, so the statement that there is legislation in Ghana to that effect is not accurate. The bill is going through the Parliament. It's going through the Parliament. The Attorney General has found it necessary to speak to the committee about it regarding the constitutionality or otherwise of several of its provisions, and the Parliament is dealing with it. At the end of the process, I will come in. But in the meantime, the Parliament is dealing with it. And I have no doubt that the Parliament of Ghana will show, as it's done in the past, first of all, its sensitivity to human rights issues, as well as to the feelings of our population, and will come out with a responsible response to the proposed. The legislation was a legislation that has been provided as a private member's bill. This is not an official legislation of the government, but it is one that has been mooted by a handful of private members. So we will see what the final outcome of it. But my understanding from the recent discussion I had with the committee, the substantial elements of the bill have already been modified as a result of the intervention of the Attorney General. We will see what the final outcome will be, and that is the stage at which I will also have the opportunity to prevent.
If you enjoy this video, don't forget to share your comments below and subscribe to our channel for more exciting videos coming up.
What do you think? Let me tell you this right here, because I worked in the military for 20 years, retired. You know, America, damn America to be exact, has a very crafty way of still trying to push this agenda under the umbrella of human rights. And what you saw was a strategic plan in planning the AP, the press, to ask a question. They utilized the black man to try to infiltrate in the mind of Ghanaian's president by speaking through Kamala Harris to get a question across to see what his response will be. Now, of course, she took the first seat in wanting to answer the question. But the ultimate deal was this. The government brings their own press. And they have the press ask the questions they want to ask, so that then they can hear what the response of the president and the other leaders will be. You see, it would be a little bit suspicious if Kamala comes directly and asks questions or bring up subject matters that they know that the country already objects to. So this question about the LGBT and in the human rights was nothing more than a campaign, a smear campaign against Ghana, and also a propaganda campaign to push the message, to get a feel of where Ghana stands with this agenda. Now, the president is a very smart man. Love the guy. I really do. I've done videos on him and stuff, but still a very smart man. And he knew how to answer that question. And he put it in the hands of the legislation and also the people. And not take it upon himself to put it on him and his shoulders, but will defer the answer to the people. Of course, damn Erica does not like this, because they will do all that they'll do to try to get the doors open. And Ghanaians have to be very wise. For this next administration is moving out and a new one will come in. And under the bridge or under the table, there will be wars going on. Wars of deals, of whether it will be trading, whether it will be imports and export deals that are leaving out of that country to try to get that human rights or the agenda passed. Ghanaians need to understand that there are planted people and missions that are there trying to get this passed. Let me say this to the people out there. Every time you see these pictures of Africans standing with the gay pride flag, believe me, these people are not gay. These people are paid. And for the average poor African who wants money or who is ignorant to understand what that flag is, people come into the continent having Africans prop for photos in order to send messages across the world. This is where Africa has to stop these people from doing such acts. Because people who are in these foreign countries who do not understand what's going on around the world, you can have them hold up signs and flags, and you can have them stand out and with their fist up, and they take photos believing that these people in these countries are really an agenda and they're really acting as though that they're marching. They're only getting paid to try to get the sympathy from the world as though these people are looking and searching for rights. You know, it is a shame being in this Western country that its only focus is the agenda when it goes into Africa. All other countries come into Africa. They don't ask these questions. They don't press upon these agendas. It's either Europe or America, because it's a Western European culture. And it's sad that I see more of our young black boys and girls, black men and women who have transitioned into the lifestyle, as well as those who have transitioned into the body. This is not about hating anybody. This is about the fact that Africa has its rights to stand and defend what it believes its culture and its people stand for. With that, family, it's said, if you lose your culture, you lose your way of thinking, and you will take on your oppressor's mindset. And when that day happens, you will be conformed to them. This is your man, not your boy. Go black to Africa.
Think about it, 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 think about it.